Hello, good morning, good afternoon and good evening, and welcome back to another video. Did you know that London Overground is one of the most reliable networks in the United Kingdom? Some passengers have said that the staff on London Overground aren't helpful, and others have said that TfL don't seem to care, making the service bad. There are passengers who said that London Liverpool Street Station has food restaurants and the food there have expensive prices, but the station does have a fair range of cafes and restaurants. London Overground rail operations have been rated on Glassdoor 3.4 out of 5. You might have guessed it, we're going to see some reviews that passengers have put for London Overground. I don't know what people think of London Overground. I found the whole thing confusing as I'm autistic, so I asked one of the station workers for help, and he was frustrated with me and made me feel stupid. Not a nice experience at all. Awful, in fact. I do appreciate the reliability of trains. I just wish that people wouldn't take their frustration out on me. I know I was being patient, so I can't think why someone would act this way. I think it's the fact that the staff have dealt with passengers who've been rude to them, demanding information that they refuse to read on the trains or while travelling on London Overground. Staff they can't deal with it anymore, and they've become those angry passengers. Of course, like those angry passengers have to, respond to their anger to people who have been patient, like that autistic person, bless him. 30, always delays, people passing, always without paying. There is no compensations, I believe that's what it says, for the delays. Staff that cannot talk clearly in the microphone. List can go on. Always kind of dirty. I do find it kind of dirty. Mostly clean. I guess it's a thing for people to mumble on the microphone at stations and on trains in the UK. Yeah. Is it a thing? Let me know in the comments. I got to give my thanks to Peter and Lewis, the workers at Barking Riverside. I left my bag at Barking Station in the train, and one of the staff there told me to go to Barking Riverside Station and ask for help. And I'm glad I did. Peter was trying to calm me down from crying and looking after my son. Lewis, on the other hand, was calling all the London Overground stations to find out about the missing bag. Long story short, my bag was in hand at South Tottenham. Seriously, there were genuine people out there willing to help, and thank God they are Peter and Lewis. If you ever need someone to talk to or support to help you get to your destination and travel, these are the staff workers. Trains too dirty, seats dirty and old. I feel a bit disgusting right now. We should pay less money for Oyster Card. I hope this review can help from a cleanup to all the trains and change the seats, definitely. They're talking about the class 3 7/8s. I believe most of the trains have been refurbished. The trains are a bit dirty, but they do clean the class 7/10s. Clean, and since it is the London Overground, sunny. Better than the tube. It sort of overlays the tube, but it doesn't match up to it well, with only a handful of stations that are also underground. The trains I rode were clean and efficient. I've been on the Paris RER and the Mullich S-Bahn and some of the Swiss intra-city lines. This felt exactly like that, but without the efficiency and timeless of the other lines. I've been in the London area for a year and a half. I've only had the occasion to take the London Overground once. It just doesn't go where I need to go. London Overground skips Zone 1, but it can connect you to Shepherd's Bush, which connects you to the Central Line. That would get you a easy and fast connection into central London. So there's Shepherd's Bush. I'm assuming this passenger wants to get into London, central London. If for central London, the Shepherd's Bush, West Hampstead, Canada Water, and Hamley Islington is the fastest since I have the Victoria line that meets there. I believe those are the 3 stations and other stations that connect to the underground. Yeah. London Overground is a huge public transportation system in London. It's basically like the London Underground but overground. So one might find it better than the tube, as in some cases you can see the views of London rather than it being slightly hotter and underground. I used London Overground but about 2 months ago to help me get from London Euston to Wembley Central. Oh, excuse me. Ahead of watching Manchester City play Arsenal in the FA Cup semi-final, I only planned to use London Overground for my return journey, but after the London Midland, different operator, train driver, thought it would be funny to drive past Wembley and just go straight into London on my journey there, I had to use London Overground, which ended up being a good 40 minutes out of my belt. Don't know what that means, not the fault of London Overground. London Overground services, I've found, tend to considerably take longer than the likes of the tube and other operators. They seem to be slower and call less stops, with the stations of course less staffed at the stations, some not even staffed at all, some of which of course are London Underground stations, with the Wembley Central station being a prime example, as from the same platform there was both the Bakerloo line and then the London Overground service going into London Euston. London Overground make it almost impossible to book rail assistance, which can be also quite tricky, and the trains sometimes can be dirtier and not as much as nice as one would associate normal trains. Not to be such as Virgin trains in cross country, compared to some of the train franchises I've used to go up north. And as I'm from Manchester, which I'm sure regular readers of my reviews are well aware of, London Overground also don't do seat reservations, which can be tricky. It is a typical London tube style train from what I've seen, with little front seating and more seat on the side. Sadly, due to the longer length of time, London Overground use and some issues with the trains and the lack of staff patrolling their stations make them a poorer operator as a railway franchise, and that's such a shame. There is also a confusion over the wheelchair and step-free accessibility of their stations, and due to so many flaws, I sadly feel mass this is the last review. I feel mass improvement is needed, and for now London Overground deserve a single 1 star. It's amazing because of the fact that they share tracks with the London Underground line, that is the Bakerloo line. They're slow. I won't say that's a downside. They're smooth, class 378s. A bit more faster on the class 710s, but they're smooth. No seat reservations. If they made it more like a Great Western Railway, like more of a national rail kind of train, then they would do seat reservations. There would be those, like you said, longitudinal seating. I don't know what to think as London Overground as a whole. But with the new changes, with the official named 6 lines, I do find it a bit exciting. I would like to know what your thoughts of London Overground is, and if you want me to read your views on London Overground or any other tube or train line, even ones I don't know, feel free to put in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to respond to the reviews if it's on a train line that I don't know. But it'll be helpful if you let me know some history, or just give me like the last review I've read when he said London Overground has this and that. Yeah, that'll be helpful. But you don't have to. I'll do my best to respond to that review. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and if it's evening, I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Subscribe if you wish to see more videos, and turn on post notifications if you want to be notified whenever I upload. And I'll catch you guys soon. Happy travels.